Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Today the Astral Elf summon just dropped, and we'll be taking a look at 3 new legendary heroes, this epic hero and this rare hero. So let's get started with the face of the portal. Her name is Dreadstar. Dreadstar is a 5-star dark hero of the sorcerer class. Pretty good class, gives her the chance to delay. She is of the Astral Elves family. Bonus for 1 or 2 heroes. 50 and 70% chance to dispel a random dispellable status buff from an enemy who deals special skill damage to this character. So pretty solid bonus for Astral Elves family. So Dreadstar has 2 passives: Resist Blind, immune to accuracy, immune to decreased accuracy, I should say. And her second passive is Share Received Damage. 20% of damage received by this character is shared with all other allies. So this is indeed a pretty good passive for the Astral Elf family. You share damage, you don't take it all, making these heroes being usable or functional in tank positions, make them even more strong because they take 20% less damage. So indeed, 2 pretty good passives. Next, let's take a look at Dreadstar's stats. 1015 on the attack, 1060 on the health, and 1689 on the health. 1060 on the defense and 1689 on the health. So pretty good attack. That is an extremely high attack. That is one of the highest defenses I've ever seen, and pretty decent health. So extremely good stats across Dreadstar. Now if you go and double limit breaker, her attack will just be over at 1300, nearly 1400 on the defense, and 2288 on the health. And she benefits from the attack up ether talent. Pretty good ether talent, plus 20% attack for 6 turns. So let's take a look at Dreadstar's special skill. Her special skill is called Astral Dominion. Astral Dominion is run at average speed, and at average speed, Dreadstar will deal 340% damage to all enemies. So that is a pretty hefty hit at average speed. I think Dreadstar's damage can be compared to someone as Killhair. I think Killhair does 300-ish damage. Just to check, I have Killhair right here. 300 all enemies and 330 to all enemies. So similar damage to Killhair. She just have a higher attack stat. So that is a pretty good hit ring at average speed. Then all enemies get minus 30% mana generation for 4 turns. That is a huge amount of mana generation being reduced. And for a 4 turns is an extremely long duration. So that is a massive damage and a massive mana decrease. Mana generation decrease. And then all enemies get minus 74% of decrease healing for 4 turns. So not only is she dealing a lot of damage, she is slowing down your mana generation, and she is decreasing the heal you're receiving by 74%. So you're only receiving a quarter of health. I think Dreadstar is a pretty good attacker because not only is she dealing you a massive amount of damage and blocking the mana generation, so the healers can't be charged quickly. And then minus 74% decrease of any healing for 4 turns. I think Dreadstar is a pretty good attack hero, and by that time you can take out their whole team if you like. So I think Dreadstar is a pretty good attack hero, especially with that extremely high attack stat and the attack up ether talent. Dreadstar is an amazing attack hero. To conclude, next we have Moonflower. Now Moonflower is A nature 5-star hero of the Druid class gives him a chance to summon the Thorn minion after receiving any type of damage. A pretty decent class that gives you kind of like a health boost, but in the form of a minion. So he is of the Astral Elf family as well. I won't go over that again. He has the same 2 passives, Resist Blind and Share Received Damage. Now let's take a look at Moonflower's stats. Oh, he disappeared. Let's get back. Okay, now let's take a look at his stats. 994 on the attack, massive defense, 1073 on the defense, and 1720 on the health. So the stats are kind of leaning more to the defensive side, especially with that high defense and health, but that is still a pretty good attack stat, 994. Now if you go ahead and double limit break him, Moonflower will have 1286 attack, 1359 defense, and 2363 health, and he benefits from the damage reduction ether talent, so minus 10% of damage, all damage received for 6 turns. So that is an extremely good and underrated ether talent. I think damage reduction is pretty good. Now let's take a look at Moonflower's special skill. So his special skill will be called Leaf Glow Bloom, and Leaf Glow Bloom is running at fast speed, and at fast speed Moonflower will cast his special skill, and after an enemy casts their special skill, during the next 3 turns, this character will deal 235% damage to all enemies. So that is kind of like Hippo, but that is 10% more damage, and it is not allies cast their special skill, it's enemies cast their special skill. And all allies get plus 35% mana generation for 3 turns. I think Hippo gives the same amount of mana generation for 3 turns. I really can't remember. But I think Moonflower's special effect, the mana generation for 3 turns is like on par with Hippo. I think Hippo is a bit lower if I'm not mistaken. But I do prefer Hippo over Moonflower because you can't control when an enemy casts their special, but you can control when your own heroes will cast a special. So I don't think Moonflower is any useful, especially when you can't control when the enemy is casting their special skill. I think Hippo is a better hero, even though he deals more damage and I think gives more mana generation. Hippo also gives about the same amount of mana generation for 3 turns, and Hippo's also running at fast speed, so I think I do prefer Hippo. So my look at this hero is I don't really like Moonflower because you can't control when the enemy is casting their special skill, unlike Hippo where you can control where your own heroes cast their special skill. I guess Moonflower can be used as a mana generation booster, but I think he just has no use. Like, he has no use after that, so I don't recommend pulling for Moonflower. Next, we have a yellow 5-star hero. His name is Lemonwood. That is a pretty cool name right there. Lemonwood is a holy hero of the Ranger class, which gives him the Pierce plus 25% chance to bypass defensive buffs when attacking, and this includes counterattack. So pretty good class for Lemonwood. I think he's also holding a bow, so that seems pretty fitting. Same family, same passive. We won't go over that again. Now let's take a look at his stats. Oh, he keeps disappearing. So his stats 1042 on the attack, 1036 on the defense, and 1668 on the health. So pretty balanced stats across Lemonwood, an extremely high attack stat. And he benefits from the dodge ether talent. If you double limit break him, he benefits from the dodge. And his attack will be at a whopping almost 1400 attack, almost 1400 defense, and 2190 on the health. So Lemonwood has an extremely high attack stat and a defense stat. So Lemonwood looks pretty good so far. Now let's take a look at his special skill. His special skill is called Wandering Star Shot. It is running at fast speed, and at fast speed, Lemonwood will deal 350 damage to the target and reduces the mana of the target by 20%. And if the target has more than 30% mana after that 20 reduction, the special skill repeats, targeting a random enemy, but the damage reduced on each consecutive hit. So first off, I'd like to say that Lemonwood is an amazing mana cutter or deductor, however you call it. So 350% damage at the target and reduces the mana by 20%. And if the mana is more than 30 after that 20% reduction, then the special skill will repeat itself and target a random enemy, and the damage will be reduced on each consecutive hit. So I think Lemonwood is a pretty good mana cutter, deductor, especially because like Anne, do you know Anne from the Pirates? Unlike Anne, Lemonwood doesn't have a limit for Anne has a limit for each hero can only be hit once, but nothing here says on Lemonwood that each hero can be hit once. So if the whole team of enemies is just charge and you hit one and then it hits one and hits one, and so that will be extremely powerful against teams that have extremely fast mana generation speed. I think Lemonwood is a pretty good hero. I think Lemonwood is definitely worth it. If you do pull him, congratulations, along with Dreadstar. Now let's take a look at our epic hero. His name is Lionstring. That is a pretty cool name. He is a wizard class, which gives him the chance to jinx, deal extra damage, 25% chance. That is a pretty good class. Same family, same bonus, same passives. So we won't go over that again. Lionstring stats: 684 on the attack, 688 on the health, and 688 on the defense, and 1292 on the health. So pretty balanced stats across Lionstring for an epic hero. He benefits from the same ether talent as Lemonwood, the dodge, and he disappeared. Let's get back. So with double limit break, he benefits from the dodge, and he will have an attack stat of 970, 939 defense, and 1747 on the health. So pretty good stats across Lionstring. So his special skill is called the Cloth of Constellations. It is running at very fast speed. We always love very fast speed heroes. Now at very fast speed, Lionstring will deal 245% damage to target and splash minor to nearby enemies. So that is a pretty decent hit for an epic hero at very fast speed. Remember, he has the wizard class, gives him the extra damage, 25% chance to deal 15% extra damage. So at very fast speed, I think Line String can land a couple of hits and hope for that wizard class talent to activate. So after that damage, the caster steals 50% of any healing applied to the target and nearby enemy for 2 turns, and the art just disappeared again. So the caster steals 50% of healing applied to target and nearby enemies for 2 turns. So you're basically cutting the heal in half, and you take half for yourself and they get half. So that is a pretty good heal deduct, and the caster and nearby allies get plus 45% chance to dodge special skills that deal damage for 2 turns. I think Line String would be pretty good at tank and flanks. So I think Line String is a pretty good epic hero, especially when at very fast speed, decent damage, decent healing cut, and that 45% dodge. That is an immense amount of percentage for dodge. I think Line String is definitely worth it. If you didn't get Dreadstar or Lemonwood, I think Line String is a pretty good pick as well. Next we have this guy, Star Swift. He is a fighter class red hero, Astral family. Same passes, we won't go over that again. So let's take a look at Star Swift's stats. 524 on the attack, 481 on the defense, and 787 on the health. So if you go ahead and double limit break him, he benefits from the attack up either talent, and the attack stat would be 824 on the attack, 784 on the defense, and 1207 on the health. And why does the art keep disappearing? I have no idea. So his special skill is called Star Play. Is running at average speed, and at average speed, Star Swift will deal 265% damage to target and nearby enemies. The caster and nearby allies get 20% mana generation for 3 turns. So at average speed for a 3-star hero, I think Star Swift would be a pretty good combo with someone like Buster or Boots from the Goblin. So I think Star Swift can be used in like challenge events or something. But I think Star Swift is a pretty decent hero for damage dealing, especially in the 3-star category. I think Star Swift can make pretty good combinations with someone like Boots, Bargreg, Shakrock, Buster, and like so many more 3-hitter red heroes that would be extremely useful in challenge events. So that is all for now. I hope you enjoyed my review of the Astral Elf summon. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, drop a comment if you have any questions, and see you next time.